ensemble de monde qui fait nous des approches, qui ça que nous fait, que nous remercions Mounzayo. Et de tout cœur. Nous appelons, nous jouons un message. C'est pas parce que nous voulons ignorer tout le monde qui t'a pris les noms de nous contre Laplanta, mais que nous dit tout, nous dit tête autour, nous pas d'information que nous parlons pas aucun monde en privé. Nous voulons pile monde aider nous dans ce sens. Pour un pile monde qui a pris les noms, qui a demandé nos informations en privé. Il y a un barrage qui est essentiel sur question. Oui, Laplanta a arrêté, oui, il l'a mis ice. Ok, donc monsieur dans détention dans Jacksonville. Oui, c'est vérité, pas gon menti dans ça. Quand on sou parler en privé pour demander ça fait ça, s'il te réside, s'il pas réside, m'a gè pour me dire finalement en public kembe ça, Laplanta c'est un citoyen canadien, monsieur gon résidence américaine. Est-ce que Laplanta a sorti matin à soya, m'pa connait. S'il a sorti demain, m'pa connait. Est-ce que le cap prend temps, m'pa connait. Ce qui ça n'a fait ça c'est confidentiel. Pour équipe 4x4, je veux tout le monde comme ça. Mais il y a un bagage confidentiel tout que je peux confirmer. Laplanta nous gagne contrôle situation et c'est ça qui rend nous plus calmes. À l'aise, confortable, équipe 4x4 et famille Laplanta, madame ni et petite li, généralement, il gagne contrôle ça. Et si on a parlé en privé, c'est moi qui parle d'où, mais qui ça, je ne suis pas responsable ça. Je ne suis pas porte-parole, 4x4. D'ailleurs, porte-parole qui Laplanta mais je dis à monsieur en détention. Je n'ai pas d'informations ça. Donc, je prie nous en grâce, puis il n'y a aucun monde qui a demandé et bien comment ça est. Il y a des gens qui ont pour bon. Mais généralement, il y a des gens qui ont pour pisage. Les gens qui ont pisage là, c'est qu'on est au besoin qu'on est, justement pour être capable de formuler, si nous voulons, information par nous. Mais qui t'aime dit nous, ça qui arrive n'importe où. Il y a des gens qui disent que WOUT next. Mais qui te dit non, moi prêt à ça. Moi prêt à ça. WOUT next. Si c'est déportation que WOUT a reçu aujourd'hui par rapport avec position que me gagne dans business là. Par rapport avec place que me gagne dans business là. En déportation ça dérange? Non. M'pa yon premier et dernier. Tendez bien. Question immigration États-Unis, jodi en précaire. Jodi en son situation, jodi en pas même gens avec année te passé. N'importe mon immigration qui arrêté. Si c'est chaud trop chaud, ka met ton petit ice ou. Yo ka fon fret. Donc avec question jodi a tout n'a dit pourquoi j'aime gen compte à moun, m'pa j'aime altercation avec aucun moun blabla, c'est blabla yo, c'est du blabla. Ça pas déranger nous bien changer position nous. N'a prêté 4x4 for life jusqu'à ce que nous encore pas assez de force physique pour nous exister. Nous clair avec nous sur ça. Position nous pas changer. Nous c'est 4x4. Je veux dire que d'adou retourner dans galette.
Early reports from June 2 indicate that Haitian-American John Baptiste was taken into custody for physical assault, reportedly connected to an incident of conjugal or domestic violence. Contrary to some speculation online, Fredly was not arrested by ICE. Footage circulating on social media shows that the arrest was carried out by local Miramar police, not federal immigration agents. So, who is Fredly John Baptiste? John Baptiste is a well-known Haitian radio host and YouTuber recognized for creating La Caillou and Haïti Réalité, two platforms dedicated to Haitian culture, music, and lifestyle. With over 137,000 subscribers on YouTube and more than 225,000 followers on Facebook, he's considered a major voice in the Haitian diaspora. He's also a collaborator with fellow Haitian creatives like Gerald Pedre and Tony Mix, and is associated with Rev Cinema, a 68-seat movie theater in Haiti built to revive the local film scene. In 2020, Fredly even released music, dropping a single titled Jingle on Spotify and Apple Music. At the time of this video, Fredly is scheduled to appear in court on June 3, 2025. Authorities have not yet released the full details of the charges or the incident. This arrest has sent shockwaves through the Haitian community online, with many fans expressing disbelief, while others are calling for accountability, especially if the allegations of violence are confirmed. We will continue to follow this developing story and bring you updates as more verified information becomes available.
Good morning. Thank you everybody for coming. My name is James Covington. I am the Regional Communications Director for ICE Northeast. More importantly today, I am the Communications Director for ICE Boston. Thank you for coming out to our press conference announcing the results of a recent enhanced immigration targeted operation. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to the Acting Director of ICE, Todd Lyons.
Before we begin, I just want to take a special thank you to thank our partners. Without partnership, this is really key to the success of the ICE mission and DHS as a whole. To U.S. Attorney Leah Foley, the Boston Field Office Director Patricia Hyde, Special Agent in Charge Michael Crow, Mike Manning, Customs and Protection, Boston, Scott Reed of the ATF, Matt O'Brien at Diplomatic Security Service, Stephen Bello, DEA, Brian Keyes, U.S. Marshals, and the men and women of the U.S. Border Patrol that are with us every day. These brave men and women have worked tirelessly to arrest approximately 1,500 criminal aliens and illegal aliens during Operation Patriot. In the beginning of May, ICE and its federal and state partners launched the whole of government effort to remove dangerous criminal aliens from all over the Commonwealth. I'll let our Boston Field Office Director give you the specific numbers of Operation Patriot, but what I can tell you is this, that hundreds of brave officers and agents risk their lives every day here in the Commonwealth to remove dangerous criminals from Boston, Worcester, Springfield, Lowell, Lawrence, Nantucket, Martha's Vineyard, and several other communities across the Commonwealth. Significant amount of the criminal aliens that were arrested by the teams were drug traffickers, sex offenders, murderers, and foreign fugitives trying to evade justice in their home countries. It's long past time to remove these dangerous criminals from our communities. What we need to do is prevent them from terrorizing family, friends, and our neighbors. But the bottom line is that ICE and its federal partners wouldn't be able to conduct large-scale operations like this without the partnership you see up here. But more importantly, if sanctuary cities would change their policies and turn these violent criminal aliens over to us, into our custody, instead of releasing them into the public, we would not have to go out to the communities and do this. Boston's my hometown, and it really shocks me that officials all over Massachusetts would rather release sex offenders, fentanyl dealers, drug dealers, human traffickers, and child rapists back into the neighborhoods. You know, all too often in Massachusetts and all over the Commonwealth, people use ICE's operations as a talking point, which it shouldn't be. It should be public safety all around. But instead, the brave men and women of ICE, CBP, ATF, DEA, Diplomatic Security Service, and the U.S. Marshals have to go out and pick up some of the most horrible criminals that are roaming free in Massachusetts. These are just some of them. A child sex offender that was previously deported that was released by a local agency but was back living across the street from a playground. A sex trafficker that was arrested for raping a child that was re-released back into the community. A habitual drunk driver who in the midst of his drunk driving kidnapped a child. Theft from, we had one person that was previously deported that was stealing from disabled senior citizens. Not only that, but they got several convicted murderers, rapists, spouse abusers, child abusers, and drug traffickers. You can see their mugshots, which are all up here on the photo, and I really want everyone to see that. Because not only did they enter our country illegally, but they were released back into our community by elected officials and sanctuary jurisdictions that did not want to turn these individuals over to ICE. I really want everyone to see their faces and know what's going on. So make no mistake, ICE is going to keep doing this. This operation proved that we need to be more. While this operation was going on, and the brave men and women from all these agencies were out conducting operations, more criminal aliens were being released into the community. We did this already once. We saw a large number in a week time, but that just showed we needed to come back. And we're going to keep coming back because ICE is going to make sure that we keep our community safe and keep our neighborhood safe from these sex offenders and these criminal aliens. But not only are we going to keep the community safe, my goal is to keep my officers and agents and also the criminal aliens safe, because we'd rather arrest them in a local jurisdiction where it only takes 2 officers or agents and they can turn them over to us in a safe environment, then rather than us going back out into the community and then these criminal aliens be released back in our neighborhoods.
As you know, the top priority of the U.S. Attorney's Office has been and will remain protecting the citizens of Massachusetts. And this month-long enforcement surge, led by ICE, has made our communities safer. Since January 20th, our office has charged well over 50 foreign nationals who unlawfully re-entered our country after being deported. This includes 15 individuals charged in the last month alone. These individuals violated our immigration laws when they entered the United States unlawfully, often multiple times. Some went on to commit serious crimes. Those arrested included individuals who pumped deadly narcotics into our neighborhoods, trafficked firearms for transnational criminal organizations, defrauded the government benefit programs, and in some cases preyed on vulnerable children. These are defendants who didn't simply cross a border, they crossed a line and jeopardized the safety of Massachusetts communities. When someone who is here illegally chooses to engage in crime, when they bring fentanyl into our neighborhoods, sell firearms to gangs, or assume false identities to collect benefits intended for vulnerable Americans, these are not immigrants, they are criminals, and they will be treated as such. This is about public safety, plain and simple. Our job is to protect the public, to prevent harm, and to uphold the rule of law. My office will continue to prioritize the prosecution of individuals who are in this country unlawfully and those who pose a threat to our community. Just as I said when I first became U.S. Attorney, if you threaten the safety of our residents, we will find you. We will hold you accountable, and when appropriate, we will remove you from this country. This is the land of opportunity, not the land for opportunists. Enough is enough. When we will hold you accountable for when you commit crimes in this jurisdiction. My office will continue to support and work with ICE to bring charges against those who come here illegally and commit crimes. Equally as important, I also want to add that we will not tolerate anyone who impedes or obstructs ICE operations. What I have seen on the news and in social media is concerning, to say the least. Agent safety is paramount, and it is a felony to threaten or assault a federal agent. I want to be clear about that. No one is above the law. This is non-negotiable. The law in this area is clear, and I will not sit idly by and watch federal agents being threatened. I also want to thank our partners at ICE and HSI, as well as our federal, state, and local law enforcement agency partners. They tirelessly work collaboratively to stand by each other and to make our community safer. Today, we are announcing real progress. However, we are not done. We are only getting started.
The Commonwealth of Massachusetts is a safer place today, thanks to the work and determination of the men and women of ICE and our federal law enforcement partners. Working together, we were able to arrest almost 1,500 illegal aliens throughout the Commonwealth during the month of May, most of whom have significant criminality in the United States or abroad. Throughout this enhanced immigration enforcement operation, ICE and our federal partners targeted the most dangerous alien offenders in some of the most crime-infested neighborhoods of Massachusetts. Our efforts resulted in the arrests of 1,461 criminal alien offenders. 277 of those offenders have been ordered removed from the United States by a Justice Department immigration judge. Make no mistake, every person we arrested was breaking our immigration laws, but most of these individuals, 790 to be exact, had significant criminality as well. That is 790 alien offenders who victimized innocent people, who traumatized entire communities. Represented in these numbers are murderers, rapists, drug traffickers, child sex predators, and members of violent transnational criminal gangs. We arrested criminal aliens who have been convicted of violent crimes in the United States, and some of who were wanted for criminality in their native countries. All made the mistake of attempting to subvert justice by hiding out in Massachusetts. I want to take this opportunity to say to our officers and law enforcement partners, thank you for your professionalism, tenacity, and dedication to duty. To the residents of our Massachusetts communities, today your streets are a little safer. To the victims of these alien offenders, know that today you will not be mistreated by your attackers. To any criminal alien offenders victimizing Massachusetts residents, ICE is not going away. We are coming for you. While removing these individuals is extremely gratifying, we still have a lot of work to do. While we covet a mutually beneficial cooperative relationship with our state and local partners, we will work around them when it becomes necessary to ensure the safety and security of Massachusetts. ICE and our federal law enforcement partners remain committed to protecting our communities and prioritizing the well-being of our public by locating, arresting, and removing criminal alien offenders and making our New England communities a safer place to live.
Korot Info, avant Bajou Kassé, Junior Auguste dit et dira tout. Toute l'actu, sport, musique et politique, Korot Info, nouvelles sans camper.